Grab some sausage. Ooh, we're getting low on sausage. We need to go out and grab more of that sausage. Hey, how's it going? Spy here with another My Summer Car episode. Now, last time we played, we went and stole this muscle car from that speechless guy. And this thing is just amazing. But what we are going to be doing this episode is we are going to be setting up our engine here. We're going to be putting it all together, and we're also going to be installing it into our car. First thing, we got to actually go in the kitchen. We gotta eat. Make sure we eat before we actually start constructing the vehicle. And we're actually gonna take our beer out with us, because it's always handy to have some beer with us when we're building something complicated and stressful. Alright, so I already know how to kind of set up the engine a bit. So we're just gonna pop this open first thing. Kind of go through those paint cans, whatever. So like I said last time we were constructing the suspension, I am not a very good tutor. This stuff might be wrong. If I get it wrong, then I'm gonna have to kind of fix it, but the phone is ringing once again. Hello? What? Okay, we're gonna grab the crankshaft, place it on here, and then we're gonna have to get our bearings here. We're gonna place these on here somewhere. There's 3 of them, like this. Where is it? Come on, I'm trying to be quick on this. There we go. Okay, that goes there. Main bearing 2, this one goes in the middle, and then we got 3, and this one goes on the side. Come on, there we go. And this is the 9mm spanner, we already have that. So I have all this stuff already wrote down, because I've done it multiple times. I don't want to waste so much time actually trying to figure this out. The only thing I don't know how to do is actually tune it up once it is installed in the car. I read up on it though, so I kind of know what to do, I think, but I don't know, that might induce some rage. Okay, the next thing we need is the camshaft, which is a camshaft right here. Okay, in this little hole right there. And the camshaft uses a 5mm. I apologize, guys, if I'm kind of like rushing through this. Okay, now we need the camshaft gear. The camshaft gear is right there. That gets placed onto the camshaft. Which side was it again? I think it was right here. Yeah, 10mm spanner. Screw this in like this. Pop another beer. We don't want to be too drunk though when we're building this. We just want to kind of quench our hunger a little bit and our thirst. Not right on the engine. Get over there in that corner. I already have some over there, but whatever. Okay, now that the gear is bolted in, we need to actually install our pistons now, and those are these 4 guys here. Throw them over there. Doesn't matter if you kind of chuck them across the room, they won't take damage. Unless they kind of go through the wall. Then you'll have to figure out how to get those back. Okay, so this goes here. All 4 of them go in these little slots here. Come on. Here we go. 1 more. That's not 7mm. 7mm. Oh, I grabbed the 8. Oops. Okay. And they have 2 nuts on each of the bolts there. Just screw them in. Just screw them all in. Bam. That's in. And now we can install the timing chain. The timing chain just goes around the camshaft gear and the crankshaft right there. Pretty straightforward. Very nice. You don't need to do anything to that. Now we need the timing cover. And the timing cover is, where is it? Timing cover. Right here. This is the timing cover. Timing cover. We're going to throw you on right here. Now these have 6mm bolts on them, I believe. Yeah. These are 6mm. Screw these all in. Alright, I think we got all the bolts for that. And once we're done the timing cover, we get the engine plate. And this goes on the other side right here, like that. Nice. That doesn't have any bolts or anything like that. Now we need to get the flywheel. This is the flywheel. This big piece goes right here, like that. And the flywheel actually has 7mm bolts. You know what? There we go. That's a little better. 7mm. Screw those in like this. Bam! That is in. Now that we have the flywheel in, we assemble the clutch, which I already did, but I'm going to show you guys how to do it again. Alright, so you throw the clutch disc onto the clutch cover plate, and then you throw the pressure plate onto the other piece like that, and your clutch is assembled. And this piece will actually go where the flywheel is, like that. And this is a 6mm bolt. Done. And once the clutch is assembled, we need the crankshaft pulley, and that is this piece right here. And that's gonna go on the other side like that. And then we need to actually get our 11mm. There we go. Screw that in. There we go. Okay, now we need the water pump. That is this piece here. This piece goes up in the corner of the other side. Right there. But I can't reach it. I can't reach it. Turn around. That goes in there. 7mm spanner. Screw those in. So after doing a few times, I kind of remembered which way this stuff gets assembled. Now I don't know if it's all correct because sometimes things break. Now that we had the water pump on, we need this water pump pulley, and this goes right on there like that. And that's also 7mm. So screw those in. And then we need to get our fan belt. Wait. Oh yeah, it's inside the kitchen. I thought we forgot it at the store, but I remembered I actually picked it up. Okay, it's right on my table right there. We're gonna take it in. Then we're gonna throw the alternator on this piece right here if it wants to go there. Where is the hitbox? There it is. Okay, alternator is on. It has a 10mm bolt as well as a 7mm. Now, I think that one right there is the 7, and the other one is on the back here. Right there. Okay. Now, I don't think we need to screw that in until we're actually done. Okay, this is the head gasket. The head gasket just places on top of there, right on top of where the pistons are. The cylinder head is this piece here. Just throw it on like this. Bam. Okay, now the cylinder head takes 7mm. Might as well screw that piece right there in as well, because now that the header is in, we could screw it on completely without worrying. Okay, the rocker shaft just goes on top like this. And now we gotta bolt these down. I believe the rocker shaft is actually 8, so one more spanner size up. Screw these in. But what we could also do is we could tune this, because there is a method to tune it before it's actually installed. And you gotta use a screwdriver for that. But I'm gonna wait till it's actually in place so we can actually distinctly tell which one is actually clicking. It makes a distinct clicking noise when it needs balanced. We could throw the rocker cover on, but since we're gonna be tuning it, we don't really need to completely tighten it because we're gonna have to go in there later probably. We can always tighten it later. The oil pan just goes on the bottom here, like this. Nice. And now that, I believe that's like the oil drain or something. Yeah, I think it is, yeah. We could actually bolt that up if we really wanted to, because if we don't, I think it would leak. 13mm spanner, and then the rest are 7mm. And now we install the gearbox. The gearbox just goes on the bottom here like this. Come on. Might have it the wrong way. There we go. Oh, it fell. That's not good. Okay, and then the gearbox gets a 7mm spanner as well as a 13mm. So we gotta get our 7. I still have it. What am I doing? And they just go around the sides here like this, I believe. Just bolt those up. I can't really see where that other screw is, but I think the one I'm actually missing is that one there. And I don't know what size that one there is. Okay, it's 10mm. Screw that in. Now that we have the gearbox on, we can get the drive gear, which is this here. This just goes in this hole here. Nice. 6mm. Now we need the distributor, and the distributor is right here. Okay, and we're gonna put the distributor on this piece here like that. And I believe this one only has one screw on the back, and it is 6mm. Okay, now we can get the oil filter. We're gonna throw this on right here, and then we just use our mouse wheel to scroll it on like that. And now we get to install the spark plugs. I love this part. Okay, we're gonna put those on right there, and these as well screw just without a tool like that. Bam, the spark plugs are in, and now we need to get our header, or our headers. And this piece just goes on the other side. Plop it on like that. It is an 8. Now we get our carburetor. Our carburetor goes on there as well, like that. 8mm as well. Now that the carburetor's on, we can install our electrics, or our cables. And this just gets put on the other side. That is on. That does not need any installing until it's actually in the car. This is our starter. And the starter actually just gets placed right there, but I think the hitbox is somewhere else. Might have to just save and try that. Ah, man. There we go. Now it wants to work. We gotta open this back up though. Oh no, don't fall through please. Okay, so the starter gets 7mm. Sorry about the lighting guys, it was starting to get dark outside. I don't know why. It looked brighter last time I was in here. And now we need the fuel pump. And this thing here is a fuel pump. And this just goes right here like that. And these, I believe, are the same 7mm. And wazam! Our engine is done. Oh, I guess not. Our engine is done, but all we have to do is install it now. And we gotta kind of get everything working. Now this piece here, I'm gonna leave kind of unscrewed because we're gonna need to go in there anyways to kind of tune this rocker shaft with all those little bolts there. We're gonna put our engine on the motor hoist there so we can easily install it in the car. I've installed it without even using the motor hoist. Actually, we could probably do that right now. Okay, we're just gonna plop this in like this. And usually what there is there's a bolt right there, and if you screw that in, it'll automatically mount your engine. You don't even really need it. Now I don't know the fitting. I think it's 11. So that bolt right there, we just screw it in. And there we go. Our engine is installed without even having it on the engine hoist. That was easy. There's actually 3 bolts for the engine, so don't forget them or your engine might pop off. The other one's back here like that. There we go. Our engine is installed very easily. Very nice. Now we just got to kind of make sure everything is in order, and we got to make sure all the fittings are in place. Oh man. Hello? I already answered the phone for you. I'm not coming over there right now. So we're gonna make sure we have our driver's seat on before we actually put it over the pit there because it sometimes glitches out. Screw the seat in with a 9mm spanner. Make sure our steering wheel is on as well. Ah, it's a 10mm, really? Okay, there we go. That's installed. Now we need our radiator hoses. Those just pop right in. Get over there. Stop phoning me. Gosh. Hose 1 right there. Right there. And then we get hose 2. There we go. Radiator hoses are now in. And now we need to install the fuel tank. Because we need this. Fuel tank goes on the back. And for this, I'm actually going to push this inside. If we can. Come on. Oh no, don't go in the pit. Don't go in the pit. Straighten out. Awesome. Sweet. Now we're over the pit. Now we can actually install everything properly. Where is my toolkit? Where'd my toolkit go, guys? There it is. Now with the 9mm spanner, we got to go back in here. We got to reattach our half shafts here to the engine gearbox, I believe, like that. Pretty simple. Oh no, we're really thirsty. We're really thirsty. Make sure you drink. I haven't been drinking the beer outside. Drink and eat, and don't forget to also use the washroom because I probably almost just died from thirst. Grab some sausage. Ooh, we're getting low on sausage. We need to go out and grab more of that sausage. Make sure the electrics are screwed in as well. Don't want that coming loose because then your car won't start. It looks like everything is in place from what I can see. Oh, the gas tank uses a 11mm. Yep. Make sure your fuel line is connected as well too. You gotta bolt that in properly. I have not done that. We don't want to lose any fuel. Bolt the fuel line in. That is in place. Okay, that is all good. Now we need to install the exhaust. Right there. Nice. And the exhaust has 3 7mm. One there. And there's 2 on the engine right there, on the header, I believe. The muffler just goes on right there. And it's just right there. Okay. Now, I think we got all the necessities in. But we actually forgot the fuel tank pipe. I don't think that one needs to be bolted in. I could be wrong, though. Just goes right here. And there we go. But anyways, guys, that's pretty much it for now. We pretty much got all the necessities in. Next episode, we are going to be doing some jobs, including sewage jobs and maybe some firewood ones if someone calls me. That was weird. And then in the future episodes, we will be installing the rest of the stuff into our car. tuning it up, and hopefully driving it. But thank you guys for watching and subscribing. And remember, stay sweet. Bye. Start the car up. Oh, this muscle car is sweet. Don't mind me, sir. I'm just gonna back up to this car casually. Don't worry. Nothing to worry about. Oh, it's not reversed.